Cool. All right, we have our solo presenter.
Yeah, respect to Alina. It's hard to do it by myself. My team is wishing everyone an amazing day. They're all the way 5,000 miles away in Denmark. So doing this alone today, but it's okay. Awesome. So good morning. My name is Daniel Tsentsiper. I'm the co-founder of Veriply. We are helping companies quickly discover, investigate, and prevent invoicing errors and fraud in real time. So last summer, I worked as an internal auditor at a Fortune 500 company. During a duplicate payment audit, I was shocked at the prevalence of transaction errors and lack of preventive controls across the industry. Whether you know it or not, errors and fraud are buried in your invoices. They're like the proverbial needle in a haystack, and manually sifting through thousands of invoices a month is far too expensive and tedious for companies. To tackle this problem, large enterprises are deploying expensive out-of-the-box solutions and entire fraud departments. But for SMEs, who comprise the majority of our country's GDP, these solutions are far too expensive. Additionally, their lack of controls leaves them 2 times more vulnerable to AP fraud and billing fraud. Through our customer discovery, we learned that transaction-heavy SMEs are looking for a low-touch and affordable solution to validate their invoices. And we are changing the game because we are providing these SMEs with a low-touch and affordable solution that will validate their invoices in real time. And here's how we're doing it. Uh-oh. Well, I'll go back to this slide.
I'd have to request
Okay,
access.
there we go. That's okay.
Okay.
So we are developing an AI-powered invoice anomaly detection system that will cross-validate invoices and audit those invoices in real time. So our software will allow the companies to cross-validate the invoices, verify the legitimacy of vendors, and make sure that every single invoice that's coming in is 100% correct. So by looking at the transactions of the companies, we will be able to flag high-risk invoices and allow the companies to rectify these errors before they cost them. So that was just a little video, demo. Awesome. So our business will feature a freemium model. First, we're going to release a free plugin on the QuickBooks Marketplace that will track basic invoice anomalies, such as duplicate payments and pricing errors. For SMEs, this will lower user adoption and allow us to upsell our paid version, which will feature strategic procurement tools and advanced vendor verification alongside AI-powered contract compliance. So to make this product a reality requires competencies in machine learning, B2B tech, and internal auditing, and we bring just that. We're a team of student founders from UC Berkeley, Copenhagen Business School, and DTU, bound by a shared passion to expand the use cases of workflow automation for SMEs. We are currently in the development of our plugin, and we are excited to release the plugin at the end of Q1 of next year. So I come here today with a simple ask. If you are someone that has felt this pain firsthand, or perhaps interested and excited to help SMEs, I would love to talk to you after the pitch. Thank you so much. And you can scan this little QR code to check up on our progress and learn more about what we do. Thank you so much. Actually, just in case, yeah. Yes.
Quick question. What data sets are you using? And are those proprietary to you, or can any other company also get access to those?
Yes, so our data. So we are actually in a partnership with PwC in Denmark alongside a company called SCET. They're providing us with the large data sets that we're using to train our machine learning models. And just a caveat, this is one thing that we found is one of the hardest things for developing this product. And so we're really trying hard with this free plugin to be able to keep the amount of data that we need to run these analyses at a minimum, while at the same time training these large-scale machine learning models that is going to be for our paid version that will feature the strategic procurement tools and the contract compliance. Does that answer your question?
Yes, it does.
Awesome. Thank you.
Can you give a specific example of what that looks like? Like I'm sure it's not like a duplicate line item that looks exactly the same, right? But as an end user, like how do I know that it's working or
Sure.
that the false positives are?
Sure. I really wish that the demo was able to be seen, but
No worries. You did great.
if you're a company, just imagine you log into you're a QuickBooks user, for example. This will be a free plugin. You will have a dashboard, and whenever an inbound invoice is coming into your company, we're gonna go ahead and create a risk rating. We're gonna scan and we're gonna track them against the historical invoices to find an error and also to allow you to provide you with insight on how to fix that error. So to imagine this, if you're looking through all of your invoices, lots of companies, and especially the Fortune 500 I worked at, they had over 10,000 invoices a month, and they all look the same when they're coming into your system. But imagine if you could go into your system and instantly find those errors, and not be able to scan through everything and spend so much time and resources making sure that everything's correct. So that's how it will look like. Hope that answers your question.
Well, what does an error look like?
Yeah, so an error comes in all shapes and sizes. I've kind of become a fan of them doing all this research. But for example, duplicate payment. A lot of the times, there's a duplicate payment. For instance, the supplier sends you an invoice for $100 and then sends it again for $101. Your system will not pick that up, but our system will be able to look through and scrape all the metadata to make sure that, and cross-validate it to make sure that this is a duplicate. Additionally, pricing errors are very common, and they're hidden inside the actual invoice. So they're very sneaky, and a lot of the times, they're actually non-intentional.
So as a QuickBooks user and somebody who deals with thousands of invoices a month, there's a process, of course, for ex post facto figuring out what the errors were, right? So you have an audit, either quarterly or annually. It'd be interesting to know from your research what that actually costs companies. So it's not 100% of the fraud, but it's some percentage.
That's right.
Versus what it would cost after using a product like yours.
That's right. That's right. That's a great question, and we're really trying to make sure that we're showing them that we're providing value. But through our research, we found that SMEs, on average, for each fraud case, they're losing up to $8.3 thousand. On a bigger scale, this is costing them millions of dollars per year. But every single company is different. The company that I worked at was losing over $10 million over 3 years. So it comes in all shapes and sizes. But what we want to do is we want to be able to, for this product, to show value instantly. And the way it will show value is by lowering the time that they need to scan the invoices. And over time, as we accrue all the errors, that's another way for us to show the value. That, hey, Veriply is saving you thousands of dollars this month. That's kind of how we're trying to demonstrate that value for companies. Thank you.
Great job. Alrighty, awesome. Well done, Daniel. Real quick for our voting for People's Choice, and judges, if you can do your scoring as well.